I want to talk about something that you might have already noticed. The system isn't working. Not for you, not for me, not for most people. And I don't mean that in a partisan way. I mean both parties, the media, the system, it's failing us. My name is Mason. This is the Corgi Report, and yeah, we're going to talk about it. First, yes, this is called the Corgi Report, and yes, it's named after my dog. Well, sort of. His real name is Buddy. He's a Corgi mix. He has absolutely no opinions on fiscal responsibility or policy, and I respect that about him. He does not like being handled like this. The name is also intentional for another reason, because the whole point of this channel is that we're not playing by the usual rules. It's politics without the leash. That's what this is. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a political scientist. I'm not an operative with an agenda disguised as a take. I'm someone who's been genuinely deeply passionate about politics for a very long time. Most of my life. The person at the dinner table who actually wants to have a conversation, or the one who's sending friends articles late at night. Sound familiar? If you're watching this, it probably does. For a long time, I consumed political media. I read everything, watched everything, yelled at my screen a normal, healthy amount. But somewhere along the way, I started noticing that something I couldn't ignore anymore. Both parties, and I truly mean both, have stopped serving the people and started serving themselves. The media has traded real information for outrage, because outrage gets clicks, and our whole society and social media system just works off that nowadays. And regular people, voters who just want things to actually work, keep getting left holding the bag, you and me. And that's not a left problem, that's not a right problem, it's a systemic problem. There's some people working to fix it, there's not every egg's bad, but I want to call them all out, and I want to make sure that we hold them accountable. And I don't think it's okay. I don't think pretending to pick a side and cheering for a team that doesn't actually have your back is the answer either. Here's the honest truth about why I'm doing this now. I'm not the first person to do this. I'm nobody unique on that front. There are others out there, independent voices, people without a party line, doing exactly this kind of work. I followed them, learned from them, and they're a big part of why I'm here. Big inspiration for me, because watching them made me realize this isn't just one person's frustration. There's a real appetite for honest, independent political commentary, and I felt like it's my responsibility to add my voice to that. So I stopped watching from the sidelines, and here we are. So here's what the Corgi Report is going to be. Current events, news analysis, policy breakdowns, and honest opinion, clearly labeled as opinion. I'll cite my sources, I'll show my work, I'll call out dysfunction, wherever and whichever party I see it in. When I get something wrong, I'll say so. No party loyalty, no spin, just forward, factual coverage with a real perspective behind it. This is what you've been looking for. Subscribe here, follow at the Corgi Report everywhere, and I'll see you in the next one.